Get him, boy!
Look at the leader boss Kenshi. He's fine when he bosses Kung Lao and Johnny around. And he's beat Baraka, so he knows what Baraka looks like. But suddenly, when he sees Melina with the Baraka face, now he's scared all of a sudden, and he needs help from his buddies because he's paralyzed with fear. Hey Johnny, Kung Lao, hold her down! Yes, boss! Why are they obeying this guy who's inferior to both of them? Well, he gets what he deserves. A couple of Sai knives right into his eyeballs. What was that, Liu Kang? Oh yeah, you weren't beholden to past events, right? Where's Jax in this game? How would he have his arms ripped off this time? Where's Sonya? Did you forget about her? She's a main character. She can't just not exist. Anyway, Shang Tsung tells Kitana exactly what these three goons came here to do. And Johnny Cage goes, "What? That's totally fake news." I'm sick of talking about Johnny, and from here on out, I'm not going to talk about him. But here's a treat. Enjoy this next scene. Thank you, Goro, for bringing order and balance to this insane world of ours. Shao Kahn mentioned how this incursion is a proof of Earthrealm's bad faith. No, this is a proof of Liu Kang's stupidity and weakness. If a real man has a problem with someone or something, he'll go to confront a situation and handle it with some skill. Who's better than Liu Kang himself to go and talk about this stuff and clear his doubts? He could tell Sindel his concerns, and there wouldn't be any room for doubt. Why does he have to send a team of misfits just to cause further doubt with everyone? Ah, here we are. Quan Chi. So is Quan Chi black? Or is he Indian? I don't know how many times I've complained about facial expressions, but Quan Chi takes it to the next level. Why does he have this funny quirk about him where he sort of pauses and talks, and he opens his eyes really widely, and he gazes on people and things intently? He's weird, and I don't like the way he acts, and I don't like the way he talks either. It was in the prophecy. The prophecy in the final quatrains of the prophecy. Something I feel about this story is that people talk way too much. Like we don't need to know every little detail of everything. In MK Deadly Alliance, we were shown how Shang Tsung and Quan Chi, in a false show of allegiance, they attacked Shao Kahn together. Simple storytelling, giving us enough information about what's happening. But this story is over-convoluted. One of my regular commenters mentioned how this game felt like a talking simulator. In jail, Baraka is shaking the jail cage, seemingly an attempt at getting out. Just slipped through the wide open bars. It looks like someone bent them before and escaped. You'll fit. Kenshi speaks up and mentions to Baraka that he's been at it for hours. Then he asks Baraka to keep talking to help keep his mind off his eyes, which were gored out by Melina. If I got stabbed the way that happened to Kenshi, first of all, I'll probably be dead because those psi weapons that Melina used are definitely reaching into my brain. And second, if I managed to survive my eyes getting gored so viciously, I wouldn't be talking to Baraka casually. I'd be rolling around on the floor groaning in excruciating pain and wish that I died.
Well, Napper, unlike you, Kenshi's a real man. He's so strong and manly.
Shut the hell up. Anyone and everyone on this planet would be rolling around, groaning about their eyes being disfigured and displaced by penetrative weapons. Everyone. Now this man here just sounds like he sprained his ankle a few hours ago and needs some help to keep his mind off it. He asks Baraka to tell him about his life before he got sick with the Baraka disease. So for all them hours, he's just been sitting there, listening to Baraka shaking the cage doors, and he didn't say anything. Now he's asking him to talk to get his mind off the pain. Okay. Oh look, I didn't notice, but Kung Lao's there, just in case you didn't notice either. It's hard to notice when he's not saying anything or doing anything important. The old Kung Lao would have used his kung fu skills to smash the metal bars of the prison to dust and break out of there. We have Reptile enter the scene and Baraka tells him that he's vile to be a part of this. Have you seen yourself in the mirror, pal? Why are you calling Reptile vile? Why are you telling him that he is what he is? It's like if a gang of thugs kidnapped me and threw me in a cell, and one of them came to see me at my cell, and I say to him,
"You're mean for doing this."
well, obviously, of course, he's mean. Of course he's vile. He's a grown man doing his job, dumbass. Baraka, you're supposed to say something like, I'm gonna try a Baraka impression. I need to reach deep into the lower vocal range to get Baraka's voice.
When I get out of this cage, I'm gonna shred you into ribbons and serve you as a kebab to my tribe. When I get out of this cage, I'm gonna shred you into ribbons and serve you as a kebab to my tribe, you lizard man.
Baraka, you're not even supposed to be in there. You're supposed to be the guy that's throwing them into jail. There's other Tarakata working for Shang Tsung. You're really out of place. You know that. Reptile standing here going,
Hey, I'm ruined. You can't just walk out of here.
What are you complaining like a baby? What are you complaining like a baby for? Transform into your beast mode and spit acid on them. Fight them. Get them into the cage by force, you little sissy boy. This is Mortal Kombat. Fight. Instead, he gets on his knees and takes his mask off to reveal his pretty boy face. The guy's name is Sizoth. Sizoth. Sizoth? Who came up with this name? Sizoth sounds like some faggots got together in a room and were like, hey, you know what'll be a cool name? Sizoth. Oh yeah, that sounds hard, bro. I don't know. Is it just me? I think it sounds stupid. Sizoth. You can't be serious with this name. It sounds like some Star Trek name for an alien that has funny hand signals. Sizoth. Okay. Here comes a part that I actually liked. All these weak men are crying about being stuck behind a locked door. Can a locked door keep a mortal combatant trapped? Here comes Baraka bashing the hell out of the door in a test your might game, and he smashes right through it with brute force. I like Baraka. He's a beast. Well, in this instance anyway. It could be that the game has been so underwhelming so far that the first instance of someone solving a problem, like a man, felt like a breath of fresh air. Finally, you haven't lived if you haven't smashed a door down in your lifetime. Try it. It feels good. Look here, right? Kung Lao and Johnny are helping Kenshi get out of this place. And it's a good thing that Kenshi is blind because Kung Lao's damn razor hat is about an inch away from Kenshi's face while they're stumbling along the hallway. He's gonna slice Kenshi's ear off by accident. If you watch closely, I could swear that Kenshi digs his head right into Kung Lao's razor hat as he stumbles along. Kung Lao needs to put this hat away. It works when it's just a fighting game, but he needs to have retractable blades, so it's not a threat all the time. The group of misfits are passing through a jungle in the daytime, and Baraka informs everyone that they're in the living forest. Kung Lao finally speaks up with some sarcasm. Aren't all forests living, you dumbass?
No others. No others have trees that house the souls of the dead,
says Baraka. So it's a living dead forest, or a dead living forest. Look how NRS butchered the living forest, man. The living forest used to be so cool. It was one of my favorite levels to play in. The tree faces used to look like Halloween costumes. The trees would look menacing and interesting. And you'd wonder the story behind them. You'd wonder about the story behind them. Now they've taken all that horror out of the trees and replaced them with mystical looking faces. Was this necessary to change? The living forest was an iconic stage. It would have been much better if this team of misfits had to struggle through an ominous living forest that was trying to kill them and eat them. But instead we have to have them strolling along through the forest and listen to them talk about their lives. Because at this point in the story, we're back into the talking simulator. Talk, 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 that's all they do. Walk around and talk a lot. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about your new silly retcon facts. I don't want to hear them. Reptile, and I refuse to call him Sizoth because of how stupid it sounds. Reptile's telling everyone about his origin story. His origin story is that he had a freak power where he could take human form, and for some reason, this made his whole race get him out of there. They didn't want anything to do with him. So then he joins a circus and uses his shapeshifting as a circus attraction. What the hell kind of generic ass story is this? The hell am I watching? Pinocchio. What kind of uninspired lame story did they come up with for a character from Mortal Kombat? He joined a circus. Who's writing this? Who is writing this story? You suck. You know that. What are you doing? What were you doing? Where did you get your ideas from? Disney books. By the way, his own people terrorized him and threw him out, and he's crying about saving them, while Reptile's telling his uninspired story. Just look around at the other characters' faces. It looks like no one gives a damn and doesn't even want to hear him. This game is stupid, and as always it keeps getting worse. Shang Tsung finds him at the circus and takes him on to study him. What a unique and thrilling backstory. He found a chimpanzee in a cage in the circus. I mean a lizard. I've never heard that one before. Stop making these games, please. You're just tearing it down and polluting everything. Just stop. The story's over. It ended at Armageddon. It's done. Just stop. Reptile doesn't want to be studied, so Shang Tsung takes his family hostage, compelling him to work for him. Blah 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 blah. Nothing special. No unique character building. It's just Pinocchio transforming into a human being and crying, "Oh, I'm a real boy!" That's probably what made his people throw him out. You can't be serious with this, man. You can't be serious with this, man. Who actually thinks Reptile's origin story is good? It's pathetic. It's so bad. It's dull. I can only take so much of this shit at a time. Part 5 is coming soon. Join my Discord if you like talking about Mortal Kombat or any other series or games that have been ruined. Can someone tell me anything that hasn't been ruined?